Good evening, everyone. It's Paul Batman here, talking to you tonight amidst the most turbulent time and worrisome period of my life, and I suggest probably yours as well. As a collective, we've never experienced a threat to our health, well-being and economic prosperity as the COVID-19 virus crisis that we're facing at the moment. I've just come back from the UK, France and Spain, so I think I've won the trifecta, having visited the three most affected nations in Europe, and as a consequence, I'm now in 14 days of isolation as a precaution. Having been told that the lockup will now be extended to include everyone, with schools, business, cafes and restaurants closing and non-essential public gatherings also banned. So everyone's been told to stay indoors, stay in their home and distance themselves socially from everyone else for the foreseeable future. Now, I know that many of you live in different parts of the world who are also faced with the same prospects of self-isolation. And while there are no disputing the fact that self-isolation and social distancing are integral to overcoming this pandemic, it does raise another issue, and that's of self-isolation-induced sedentary behaviour. It could very well be that we beat the COVID-19 pandemic only to be faced with another just as deadly pandemic, hypokinesis, or the disease of inactivity, as a result of the increased sedentary time from our extended self-isolation. To overcome this potential problem, increased physical activity levels have been recommended in our new self-isolated environment, and with fitness and studio closures now happening, many fitness programs and health programs have gone online to keep people moving. Now, while this is a step in the right direction and very admirable, I'm not entirely convinced or sure that it will fully overcome the many problems we can experience from sedentary lifestyles, even in the presence of a 30 to 60 minute daily fitness program. Sedentary behaviour is an independent risk factor irrespective of a daily dose of exercise, and it brings with it many unique conditions that can only be overcome by continual low to moderate intensity, multiple muscle contractions performed over the course of the day. Now, given that we are now isolated at home, the opportunity for sedentary time is now greater than at any other time in our recent history. And it might sound like a bit of an exaggeration, but at this time we are probably less equipped and prepared to deal with the many hours of sedentary time that we're about to face, possibly for weeks and even months, as some have suggested. Now, for the past 6 years, I've spent time researching sedentary behaviour and have become obsessed and incredibly intrigued by its many unique effects and the fact how little knowledge and understanding the general population have of this topic. And they simply have not been told about it because health, medical, allied health and fitness professionals are largely unaware of the intricacies of sedentary behaviour and at best tend to classify it merely as inactivity. Now, over the past 2 years and more recently, working with Jill Cummings-Bell at Drummond Education, I've collated, written and produced an online coaching program called the Neat Fit Coaching Program. And I'm hopeful that it will educate the community and health and fitness professionals all about aspects of sedentary behaviour and suggest how we can overcome and modify our lifestyles to overcome many of its insidious effects. Now, to me, sedentary behaviour really is the hidden dragon and crouching tiger, if you like, of health behaviour. And to highlight its significant role in chronic conditions, diseases and higher mortality rates, I'd like to offer to the health, fitness and medical professions in our community the Neat Fit Coaching Program for free for the next 3 months. Now, we were hopeful of launching the program within the next month, but we've brought it forward and we're offering it free so that people can be aware of the problems associated with sedentary behaviour and hopefully be more prepared to cope with its many problems and insidious effects. If you'd like to have more information about what the Neat Fit Coaching Program is, you can go to www.neatfitcoaching.com and it will inform you about all the different modules in the program itself. And then if you choose to want to do the program again for free for the next 3 months, then go to admin@drummondeducation.com and they will give you access to the online program. Now, I hope many of you take advantage of the program and I look forward to communicating and hopefully mentoring you through that program if you choose to do it. So I'd like to say good night now. I hope you all are very well with the situation that you're in, and remember that the only way to maintain your health is to be active all day. Good night for now. I look forward to seeing you in the program.